There was once a young man who wanted to change his life. He was talented, full of dreams, and had everything he needed to succeed except for one thing: control over his own mind. Every time he tried to work on his goals, his mind would just pull him away. One moment, it told him he wasn't good enough, and the next, it convinced him to quit. He was living in a constant battle with himself, always wondering why he couldn't stay consistent. One day, he met an old mentor who saw the frustration in his eyes. The mentor asked, "Why are you so restless?" The young man sighed. "I know what I need to do, but I just can't control my thoughts. My mind keeps stopping me." The mentor smiled and said, "That's because you've been trying to control your life without first controlling your mind. Sit with me for a moment, and I'll show you how." He placed a simple glass of water on the table between them. "Look at this," he said. "If you shake it, the water becomes cloudy, and you can't see through it. That's your mind when it's full of worry, doubt, and fear. You don't need to fight it. You just need to let it settle. When you learn to be still, everything becomes clear." The young man watched the glass, and slowly, the sediment in the water began to settle. For the very first time, he understood. Control doesn't come from force. It comes from calmness. The next day, he decided to test what he had learned. Every time a negative thought appeared, he didn't fight it. He simply noticed it and let it pass. He realized his thoughts were like clouds drifting across the sky. They only stayed dark when he kept chasing them. Slowly but surely, his focus improved. He began to feel lighter. He started controlling his reactions instead of being controlled by them. But the mentor had one more lesson. He told him, "Your mind is like a wild horse. You can't tame it overnight. You must train it every single day." So, the young man built new habits. He started waking up early, meditating, writing down his goals, and practicing gratitude. At first, it was hard. His mind resisted, whispering excuses, telling him to stay in bed or take it easy. But he pushed through. Each day he resisted that voice of weakness. His mental strength grew. Soon, he noticed a massive change. The same mind that once told him he couldn't do it, now pushed him to go even further. The same thoughts that once made him doubt himself, now reminded him of his power. He'd learned something most people never do, that you don't control the world around you, but you can absolutely control the world within you. One evening, he returned to his mentor and said, "I've learned to calm my mind. I've learned to focus, but sometimes fear still returns." The mentor smiled warmly and said, "Fear never disappears. It only loses its power when you stop feeding it. Remember, your mind believes whatever you tell it most often. Feed it strength, and you'll live with courage. Feed it doubt, and you'll live in chains." Those words stayed with him forever. From that day on, he lived with intention. When his mind said, "I can't," he replied, "Watch me." When his thoughts tried to distract him, he brought his focus back. When fear whispered in his ear, he moved anyway, because he knew that control wasn't about stopping thoughts, it was about choosing which ones to follow. Years later, people would ask him how he became so calm, so disciplined, so driven. He'd smile and say, "I stopped letting my mind be my master. I made it my ally." They thought it was some kind of secret formula, but it was simple. He had learned the most powerful truth of all. If you can control your mind, you can control your life. So the next time your mind fills with doubt, remember that glass of water. Don't fight it, let it settle. Just breathe. Focus. Choose your thoughts like you choose your path, because the mind is not your enemy, it's your greatest tool. Train it, strengthen it, and it will take you anywhere you want to go. Control your mind, and you control your destiny. Everything begins inside your peace, your success, your happiness. The power you're looking for isn't out there. It's been inside you all along, just waiting for you to take control. Thank you so much for watching. If this story resonated with you, please give this video a like and subscribe for more content to help you build a stronger mindset. We'll see you in the next one.